Hello everyone, welcome to my 112 live stream. Hello everyone, it's Brian and Kim here. Welcome to my 112 live stream. So let us get started. Alright, so guys, the Walking Dead Season 11B trailer actually came out today on January 19th around 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm going to be breaking it down. So yeah. I thought this was a pretty good trailer. We got a lot more than I thought. It was really good. I will admit, I really did enjoy it, honestly. It surprised me. It pleasantly surprised me. So, yeah. And we're gonna wait while everyone gets here. Yeah, I mean, what I think about this trailer, it was really good. So here in the thumbnail, we have Jerry, Daryl, and Magna. Not Magna, Maggie, okay? Oh my goodness, their names are similar, and sometimes they both irritate me, but anyways, yeah, so, you know, so obviously Daryl and Maggie come back from Meridian, from the, Reaper arc, but I'm not sure about certain characters, like, Alden. I think Alden's dead, but, like, I would say, like, Gabriel and Elijah are going to make it. So yeah. Okay, so we're still waiting on some people to make it. All right, so I guess while we're waiting on that, all right. Hey, Walker Dead. Hey, what's up?
Hey, nothing much, just relaxing.
Okay, cool.
Ready.
Hey, Epic. Thanks for coming.
That trailer.
Oh wow, Dead Walker. Guys, we got Dead Walker here. Thank you for coming.
So, Brian, how'd you feel about the trailer?
Really good. It surprised me. It pleasantly surprised me because I did not expect we were going to get around 2 minutes of new footage. I will admit that. So that was good, and I feel like I can break down a lot of 11B. So, yeah. Okay, yeah, so this is gonna be a breakdown video. So let's get to it. Oh wait, there we go. Okay. Alright. So yeah, this is the trailer. I kind of memorized the audio. Let's see if I can get through this. Okay, so let me know if you guys can see Daryl, like, in the dark, because I just want to make sure it's working.
I am convinced that lady, she looks just like Laura, man, from the comics.
Kind of. Wait, so can you see Daryl in the dark? Can you see the trailer?
No.
Oh, wait, I'm on YouTube. Okay, I'm not sharing the screen. Maybe that's it. Are you guys watching on YouTube? Or...
I will look. I'm in the call with you, so...
Yeah, maybe I need to share a screen or something. Let me see if I can do that.
Yeah, it looks looking like Negan ain't gonna be allowed in the Commonwealth.
Alright, okay. Wait, why would he not be allowed?
It looks like he's not gonna be there. That is, at least. I mean, I don't know. I'm like, first off, how can you not be in the Commonwealth? That's something I don't understand, unless he does something. I don't know, bro. If Negan does something bad to where he can't be in the Commonwealth, I'm not gonna like it, because that's how you know Angela King's trying to make him a villain again. And I'm like, bro, what?
Hey, Brian.
Yeah?
So this trailer actually confirms what we were all, like, theorizing, that Maggie and Herschel were staring at Negan, because the next shot, it cuts to Negan, and it looks like they're in the same room.
Yeah, okay, so do you guys see in the chat?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, yeah, so we're gonna break this down. Okay, so here we have Daryl, and I don't know. I can't tell if this is Alexandria or the Commonwealth. Like, it's kind of hard to tell.
I think a lot of dark moments of it, I think, have to do with probably a lot of they showed a lot of scenes probably from episode 9, because I think episode 9 is the big Reaper, climax, and then that's going to be it. I hope.
Okay, yeah, so there we have Daryl in the hallway. Okay, yeah, so here's Maggie in the woods. So this has to be the same night as the fireworks, I guess.
Yeah, they better explain how the hell they survived that.
I agree. Okay, so here we have Aaron, and he looks like he's in some sort of tunnel. That's interesting.
And they also kind of confirmed in this trailer that Gabriel doesn't get the Tower death in episode 9. I was hoping he was going to get that death in episode 9.
Yeah, I hate it when they do that. Like, they don't have to give it to Gabriel, but in a way, they do have to kill him off at some point, because I feel like he's that type of character that kind of should die soon. But also, it's like, that's a good comic death. They should give it to somebody.
It might just be too. Actually, that's not true, because if they can show the Negan the lineup death, they can show that death. I mean, it is pretty gruesome, but.
Yeah, my honest opinion, like Brian said, if someone has to get that kind of death, I'm like, okay, if you're not going to give it to Father Gabriel, why can't you give it to somebody like Scott in the Walking Dead TV show?
Won't be too impactful.
Like me personally, characters have to die. This is the final season.
Yeah. So here we have Carol in some kind of basement. Maybe it's Hilltop or something. I don't really know. Darn it, this is not slow enough. Okay, so here we have Judith, and you see that person next to her? That's RJ. It looks like the lights are flickering.
I talked about this earlier with Walker Dead, that they're actually in that basement that was flooding.
This is the basement? That's weird, because this is RJ on the left of, on the Judith's right.
Later on in the trailer, they show a scene where it's peering downstairs and water is pouring into the basement, so, you know.
Yeah. Guys, since there's power right here, since the lights are on, this could be the Commonwealth, which means that Judith and RJ leave Alexandria. Very likely. So
I feel like they'd probably be the first people to leave. I mean, they're the kids.
Yeah.
Here's the thing is that, in the Commonwealth is not going to be impressed by how, like, in the comics, like, Pamela Mint was so impressed with how Alexander and Hilltop. Now it's more just going to be like a place that the Commonwealth just has to save, because it's not impressive right now. It's part of Alexandria is destroyed, Hilltop's destroyed, the kingdom doesn't exist anymore. Oceanside is, I think they're still around. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely different from the comics. In the comics, it was like they weren't that impressed, but then they saw the inside, and it's like, okay, so your community is much more impressive than I thought it was at first. But in the show, oh my goodness, yeah, they're complete dumps. I mean, Hilltop was burned, and Alexandria is just like so bad. It's in such bad shape. It's not even funny. And yeah, and RJ and Judith going, it kind of makes sense too, because like, oh my goodness, can you imagine if Judith and RJ, they get put in like a Commonwealth program and they get adopted by a different family because they have no parents?
Yeah, like, that would be fucked up.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, you can blame AMC for why the community had such different ends in the show.
Okay, so here we have Daryl. We've seen this before. Daryl just watching the fire. They're burning the walkers or whatever.
So is that at the Meridian after the Reapers?
Darn it. Sorry, guys. This stupid mouse. No, this is Alexandria. It's after the Meridian, but it's in Alexandria. So, okay, yeah. So this scene, we're gonna see it again later with Daryl and Aaron fighting some Commonwealth soldiers. But like, what do you think this is? Is it just some kind of junkyard? Like, and not junk like Jadis. It looks like, a bunch of discarded vehicles. Like, you know what I mean? So here we have Daryl, Aaron, and Father Gabriel, and I'm just like thinking like, okay, why are they here? Like, You know what I mean? Like, I don't see the reason why these three would be here, and then there's also some Commonwealth soldiers. I don't see a reason. I can't think of a reason, but it's gonna happen. I just don't know what. You know?
Well, I mean, we know that later on in the trailer, Daryl is like getting into a gunfight, and then he actually hits one of the Commonwealth soldiers with the butt of his gun.
Yeah. All right, so
So
let's go.
it has to be the same location where that
I think that
happened.
probably just has to do with they did something they probably don't agree with, and it might have just be orders or something in the Commonwealth. I think the soldiers might just be following orders, and that Daryl and Aaron just don't like it or something. I feel like it just might be as simple as that. I don't know.
Could be. Okay, so in this shot, we have the Reapers, and here we see Daryl holding Carver at knife point. You can see the Reapers. They continue to wear their masks at their hips. Oh boy. Unfortunately, Angela King has not fixed that problem in 11B, unfortunately.
It's kind of like how Julian never drops his glass of rum. You know, in Trailer Park Boys, he just always has the glass of rum in his hands.
Oh, I have no idea. But fun fact, guys, like, do you see this like on the right above, like right corner, this like stairwell or something? We're gonna see that later. Okay, but yeah, Daryl has him hostage, and he's kind of telling Leah, like, what's the point? We're just gonna keep fighting and killing each other for what? So I think Daryl, he really does not want to kill Leah. You know what I mean? But obviously, I would say Elijah and Maggie have different.
Maggie might actually. I think Maggie might actually kill Leah. I don't know. I don't think that scene might, because I don't think they'd show like a death that in a trailer like that. I mean, like, I don't know if it's just going to be as simple as, you know, oh no, Maggie, and then kills her. You know, I don't know. Possibly.
Like, if I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really care about Leah's character.
Hey guys, I just realized something. Where are all the walkers from that battle? This is still Meridian, so where are the walkers? There was a herd.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe Leah and her remaining Reapers took them all out, maybe?
Yes, but that was a big herd.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so... Alright, so we're going to continue moving. Okay, yeah. So here we have Maggie with... first off, her hair is different. Also, you can notice she's wearing this, like, white... like, you know, kind of like a farming shirt or whatever. Like, the point is, it's a different shirt. You can see her hair is shorter, it's tied up, and you can see Aaron there with a gun as well. So I can't. This is definitely after the Commonwealth, because you can see their guns. You know, that's a Commonwealth gun, I assume. So why did they have them? What are they doing? I have no idea. But it's just something that I noticed.
I mentioned the scene earlier with Walker Dead. You know, and I thought it was interesting.
Okay, so let's continue moving. Okay, yeah. So here we have Carol. It looks like she's aiming a gun downwards, looking down. But here on the right, this looks like a walker. But it's not attacking her, so I don't really know. Someone behind her too. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Yeah, that is weird. Okay, yeah. So here we see Leah, and I gotta be honest. I think Leah's gonna die in episode. You know, it's gonna be either 9 or 10, and
there's just no point of keeping your character around. We want to see Donnie or Daryl and Connie. We want to see that. We don't want to see.
I mean, hey, not to cut anybody off here, but listen. Like, I keep saying it before, and like I keep saying, I said it before, I guess I'm going to say it again. If Daryl and Connie were going to get together, it would have happened in season 10. And the fact that they didn't do it in season 10 was they had the chance to do it in season 10, and guess what? That didn't happen. So what makes you think in season 11 that in season 11B that they're magically going to do that?
Relationships happen slow, man.
I'm sorry, but I do not see it happening. Plain and simple.
I mean, Michonne and Rick took 3 seasons.
Yeah, it took way longer, man.
That's not the point. The point I'm trying to make here is if they were going to do it, it would have been in season 10. But the fact they didn't do it in season 10, it's just like, well, why wait until season 11B when you had the opportunity to do it in 10 because they built it up so much. And yet they didn't take that opportunity. I'm sorry, but they had their chance. And that's a fact.
Okay, so moving on. Okay, so here we have the scene. We have Herschel without his hat and Maggie with that shirt I mentioned. You see her hair? So maybe, I don't know. Does something happen with the Commonwealth where they have to break off or something? Because this doesn't look like the Commonwealth to me, but it doesn't look like Alexandria either. So I'm like, where are they? Because like we see Maggie looks different, you know. So I'm thinking.
And then the next scene is where I think it confirms that they're looking at Negan.
Yeah, I go through it and like, boom. Here we have Negan with I don't know who this is. This is a new character. I don't know if they're gonna meet her on the road. I don't know if they're giving Negan a girlfriend. I have no idea, cause yeah, I just don't know. But on the right, you can see a light.
They're all in the same room.
Yeah, they're in the same room. But I don't know where this is. Like, because you can see a lamp there. So would it be the Commonwealth or at least a part of it? Like, I'm not really sure. Because I don't know. It's just weird. Like, oh yeah, and Negan mentioned something about like, you know, sooner or later you're gonna make a call, like I did. And okay, so here we have Maggie. She's, you know, she has a nosebleed, and
I mentioned this earlier with Walker Dead, but that scene is actually connected to a scene in a little bit where she's, you know, running down the road, pointing Rick's Colt at somebody, and she's wearing the same outfit.
I mean, it's not Rick's Cold Python, but yeah. Okay, so remember, so this is the stairwell. Remember I mentioned that, guys, the ladder or whatever this is, from earlier. So this is in the same spot as Daryl holding Carver at knife point, the same area, and yet you have Daryl saying Maggie no here, and like yeah. So I don't know what happens. Maggie tries to do something when Daryl has Carver hostage. Maybe? I don't know. Okay, so moving on. Okay, yeah. Okay, so here we have some dead guy, whatever, dead walkers. And here we have Maggie. Her nose is still bleeding. And you can see her aiming the gun. And that's not Rick's Colt Python, but it is a revolver.
It looks like it. But...
yeah. By the way, who is still here, guys? Can we do a sound off?
Yeah, I'm still here. Me and Epic are still here. Dead Walker left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Teddy and Dead Walker left. I don't know why, but they had to go.
Do you agree, Brian, that this scene before are connected?
Yes. I think Daryl holds Carver at knife point, but then Maggie finds them, and I'm not sure what happens after that. But like, one thing is like, I have a feeling Maggie is gonna see Frost as a walker. Do you guys remember Frost? I feel like she's gonna see him as a walker. Maybe that's gonna make her angry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then again, I'm still like, well, you're getting mad over a character that nobody cares about. So
yeah. Oh, okay.
That's the funny part about it, though. Like, I know I haven't been talking about it in the stream, but I'm sorry, but Maggie, I get this weird feeling, like I was telling Epic earlier today, I get this weird feeling that they're going to be making Maggie a bitch again, like, excuse my French, but they're going to make her like that again, and they're going to make her go after Negan trying to kill him again, and I'm like, bro, this is getting annoying at this point. I'm like, I get it. A part of you still hates Negan, but like you said before, Brian, like you said 2 days ago, she has to suck up her pride for her son. If you know what I'm talking about.
Who just joined?
Teddy rejoined.
Oh, hey, Daddy. Okay, so yeah, Maggie fires the gun. We don't know if she hits Leah. Okay, like, could Maggie kill Leah? Yes, but they would not show it in the trailer. Like, AMC does not make things obvious in the trailer. So she probably misses here or something. Or she hits Carver, like, in the shoulder, you know? And,
So this is the scene I was talking about earlier.
yes. So Judith and Gracie, they're trying to go back upstairs, I'm guessing. Uh, yeah, the basement's flooded. And then here we get this character. This is a weird character. I mean, she's bald, like Alpha, but she has the nose piercing, ear piercings like Laura did in the comics. This is a weird character. She cannot be in the Commonwealth. I just don't see it.
So I'm guessing this is a new character.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a new character, but I don't know if but I would say she's probably not from the Commonwealth. Like, it wouldn't make sense, Like, the Commonwealth, I doubt they would have somebody like looking like this in their community. It just doesn't really give me that vibe.
Like, maybe she's a member of the Reapers, maybe?
No, good guess, but she can't be a Reaper epic because we've seen them all. It would just feel forced. It would be like we've seen the Reapers for an entire season now. It would be like, wait a minute, now you just show up out of nowhere? Like, we saw all the Reapers, So, yeah. Okay, yeah, this is weird. Okay, it looks like Eugene is in... There's some bars here, so I guess it's a cell. I'm thinking this is his cell, But yeah, there's like a fire going on, so I don't know. It's kind of weird. I guess this is after the Sebastian thing, but before later shots in the trailer. Oh wait, go ahead.
What? No. Nah, I was just about to say. I mean, I don't know. It's possible. I mean, I don't know. I'm like, really? You're showing all these new characters now? Meanwhile, we're almost to the end. I don't know. It's a little confusing, don't you think?
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. So here we have someone locking. I have no idea who's doing all these locks. I have a feeling it's in the Commonwealth or something. Here we have Carol looking in this like basement. I would say it's a basement or cellar. Kind of thing. Here we have a tunnel. I think this is the Commonwealth, and back then I saw Father Gabriel. Yeah, that's Father Gabriel. So Gabriel is gonna survive the entire Reaper arc, and honestly, that just I really don't understand why though. Like, maybe I'm not seeing what story they have planned for him, but I don't see what story they could do for Gabriel. Like, I don't think he has any story left.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, I suggest this to a friend of mine. I'm like, okay, if Sebastian, like, towards maybe towards the end of season 11B, maybe he kills somebody. But I'm like, okay, if he's gonna kill somebody, like, if he's gonna kill somebody before he kills the other character that's meant to get Rick's comic book death, why don't you have Sebastian kill Father Gabriel? Since you're right. I mean, let's be honest here. Father Gabriel in the Walking Dead TV show has no story left. So if they really want to kill him, maybe do like a remix where Sebastian kills two people, but before he kills the person that takes Rick's comic book death in the show, have the first person he kills be Father Gabriel. If they're not going to give Gabriel his comic book death with the Reapers, and since he has no story left, why not have Sebastian kill Father Gabriel? Why can't Father Gabriel be his first kill?
I mean, I just don't see it happening because they haven't really set up Gabriel to die at the hands of Sebastian. I feel like it's not really set up that well. You know what I mean? Because Gabriel was in the Reaper arc. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Okay, yeah. Here we have Maggie. She's running away.
I mentioned this with Walker Dead too. Like, who do you think he's running from?
I would say Carver, Leah, just the Reapers in general. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna get to this later. This is gonna be the same hallway where Negan fights Carver, so I'm guessing that's what happens. And okay, yeah, so here we have a gnarly looking walker trying to kill Gracie and Judith, and yeah, she's gonna stab her. Stab him. And then here we have the Commonwealth soldiers coming to Alexandria. We all knew this was gonna happen. And Daryl's just like, get ready, and oh my goodness, look at them. It's oh my goodness. Don't get me wrong, I did like this moment, but I'm just thinking like, okay, Daryl, Maggie, what are those gonna do? Like you know, those arrows, what are they gonna do? I mean, I don't know. I mean, they should still have some guns from the Reapers, because this is after the Reapers. So they should still have some guns left, you know what I mean? Because, like, I'm sure they probably scavenged some. Yeah.
Like, one question I have about this trailer is, where the hell is Dom?
Yeah, I don't know. We see Dog come back in Alexandria. Like, when Daryl's burning the bodies, you see Dog next to him in the far away shot. But I want to ask, like, I don't know, like, don't get me wrong, this was a cool scene, but when I saw it, I just kind of laughed, and I'm like seriously, what are they gonna do with those arrows? You know, like they cannot do anything. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess it makes sense because Daryl and Maggie, they've never seen the Commonwealth, so.
Yeah, but still, I'm just saying that, like, at least Maggie with the bow and arrow, it's like, at least she can fire multiple shots. Daryl with the crossbow, I'm still just like, oh my goodness, AMC, please get rid of Daryl's crossbow. I'm serious. Like, he's got to get a new weapon. Like, seriously, I just, because against the Commonwealth, it's gonna be terrible. Oh my goodness.
I mean, like I said before, I don't see Daryl fitting in at the Commonwealth. That's why I say Daryl at the Commonwealth is going to be a little weird. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
because he doesn't fit in the Commonwealth.
He could fit in if he stopped being so stubborn. I'm serious. Like, dude just needs a haircut, take a shower, and just like chill a little bit, just a little bit. I mean, he's done it before. I mean, sort of in Alexandria. It's like, I don't know, but here we have Carol, and it's pretty interesting.
I'm sorry, what is it with Carol and cookies?
I don't know, but it's funny that she's working at Elodie's bakery, same place as Tommy, so that is pretty interesting.
It's just funny how they show her again with cookies.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, I think, like, Dan and some others mentioned it. I think that Carol is just going to... See, this is the difference between Carol and Daryl. Like, one of the differences is because Carol is a good actress. You know, she can adapt well. Daryl is horrible at adapting. You know what I mean? Like Carol can, like, lie. If she was captured by the Savior, she could lie and pretend to betray the group. You know, she can adapt like that, but Daryl can never do it. He's terrible at adapting to different groups, different locations. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can definitely see that. I mean, Carol, yeah, but Daryl, no. I can definitely see it for sure.
Yeah.
So this scene, do you think Eugene is waiting for Stephanie?
Oh, he definitely is. He has 2 ice creams. And also, you can see people around. You can see the clock right there. I'm gonna try and see if we can look at that clock in the next scene. But Eugene is waiting on Stephanie, and somehow she's not gonna show up. Okay, and this right here, I'm sorry, but are you serious right now? This is the Commonwealth. Daryl has been allowed inside the Commonwealth. How? How did he pass inspection? How did he pass the levels, orientation? There is no way.
Well,
that's fake. I'm sorry, like, not to cut anybody off here, but not to be rude or anything, but that's fake. I'm going to call that out right now. That's so fake because we've seen. I kid you not, bro. On the show, we have seen inspections. We know how it works in the show. We know how they operate. But with Daryl, I'm like, that's fake. Everybody else I could see. Daryl, I'm like, what the I'm like, bro, that's so fake. I'm
Yeah,
like,
Well,
what
I
the world?
mean,
it's like,
well,
where's
I
his
mean,
haircut?
at the same time, back in season 5, when they first got to Alexandria, when Deanna was interviewing Daryl, he was muddy, dirty, carrying around a dead possum, and freaking. So yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's been 9 years since then, and the Commonwealth is way stricter, more strict with, you know, cleanliness and order. They're way more strict than Alexandria was. And like, I'm sorry, but seeing Daryl with his Rapunzel hair, I'm sorry, but I'm just like, no. Okay, they would shave him. They would shave him, man. Like, just no. And his vest too. I'm like, oh, give me a break.
I'm sorry, but that's so funny the way you say it. You're like, no, no, no. That's hilarious because yeah, I'm like, and then you got Daryl walking around in that one shot in the trailer. I'm like, bro, Daryl. Let's be honest here. Daryl's not gonna feel like welcomed. He's not gonna feel like. I'm sorry, but Daryl's not gonna feel like he fits in that Commonwealth. Like I just said, that's why I feel like he's gonna be walking around like, what is this fake stuff? Like, what the heck? We've been surviving on the road for years. Meanwhile, these people have been here playing make believe, like the apocalypse never happened.
I said it before. Daryl was designed for the Walking Dead zombie apocalypse world. He wasn't designed for, modern day life or, normal life. He was designed for the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the thing is, it's like with the Walking Dead ending, everything is now it's going back into normal life. You know what I mean? Like that's also why I feel like Daryl in a way is a character that kind of outlasted a little bit too long because like I always knew that Daryl was a character that wouldn't make sense in A New Beginning and Commonwealth. You know what I mean? Like I always knew he was that character that just couldn't adapt to A New Beginning and Commonwealth, and and I was right. And fun fact, do you guys see the kids on the left side? Watch, that's Judith. Well, hold on. So that's Judith, and look at that. That's RJ, I think. So do you guys see that? Judith and RJ? I could be wrong,
Yeah.
but I think that's them. Because you have Daryl looking in their direction, too. See? Daryl's looking in their direction. So I figured it makes sense. But, yeah. I mean, I know that Daryl is supposed to stand out, but my goodness, can the guy stop being so stubborn? Like, seriously. Like, just, like, I see all these people around him, obviously. Like, even the kids are adapting, but like Daryl just can't adapt, and I'm just like, ugh, it's so frustrating. Like,
Me personally, I kind of blame AMC. AMC, don't want Daryl to change his look for some reason.
it's stupid, honestly. I hate that the show lets. Don't get me wrong. If Norman wants a dog, okay, I don't see a problem with that. But if he says that no, Daryl has to stay the same look forever, I'll be like, no, like that's asking for too much.
So is this also at the Commonwealth?
It is, yeah, because you can see Rosita on this side and then Daryl on this side. So I'm not sure if this is like in the walls or outside the walls. You know what I mean? But yeah, you can see Daryl going down the stairs. Rosita's over there. I don't know. Maybe this is like their first day of basic training or something. But yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get to it. Here we have the train station. I don't recognize anyone in the shot. Okay, yeah. So here we have Princess and Eugene. So this is in the Commonwealth, clearly. And, ooh, that wall is like really cracked. Somebody should fix that. I don't know. Just noticed that. But yeah, see, they're just... Look how sneaky they're trying to be. So Eugene and Princess, they're planning something. Maybe they're gonna do some detective work or something. Okay,
and
so
I'm guessing this. I'm guessing this like the same day when they meet Pamela Milton.
maybe. Okay, so here we get into some good stuff. Okay, here we have Magna pouring wine glasses. Look at that. We have Magna as a waitress. Oh my goodness.
I know, right? I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, that part was a little stupid, in my opinion, because I'm like, wait, wasn't Magna was like a diner waitress?
Waitress, yeah.
Like what? I don't know. It's like what?
Like,
Yeah, because whatever you had before.
I'm sorry, but Kelly, her haircut was terrible.
Yeah, Walker Dead, whatever job you had before the apocalypse is the one you kind of start with in the Commonwealth, or that you do, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it was still like, oh, what? I was still like, wait, what?
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I do not like Kelly's new look.
Okay. We'll get to it soon. Then you have so we have Lance introducing Pamela. And oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, so she talks about her dad.
Brian.
What is it?
So far, how are you liking TV Pamela from this?
Well, I still haven't. We still haven't seen her yet. I gotta wait.
Mm-hmm.
I still wish they could have done Patrick Milton. That would have been cool, you know. Because I feel like the show was really overdoing it with the female leaders. Because I feel like we've had just so many, you know, and
yeah, I'm not to cut anybody off, but I definitely agree with you, Brian. But that's why in my Walking Dead reboot series, I'm going to be doing Douglas Monroe, like from the Walking Dead comics, because in the show, I kind of feel the same way. I'm like, well, why are you trying to stretch out the female leads in the Walking Dead TV show when you could have had like Douglas in the show? That's why I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. So guys, like, is this weird? Like, am I going crazy? That is Princess. Like seriously, what in the world? You have Stephanie here. You have a picture of Pamela's dad. And then you have Princess with a crown, with a tiara. Like what? What is this? A dinner party?
So I'm guessing they literally took Princess's name to Truth and turned her into a princess.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's so, I don't know what's going on. Oh my goodness.
It's like, what am I watching? Like, we know what's going on because of the comic book material. But when you look at Princess and Magna and Kelly's, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you trying to be? Like a Halloween character? I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I'm like, what in the world?
Okay.
Like, I'll admit that was a little silly.
Okay, so here we have the Commonwealth, and they're leaving Alexandria, I think. They have the horses, the soldiers. Looks like they're leaving Alexandria. Oh, and wow, look at this. So here we have the Commonwealth. I would say this is before they leave Alexandria. And, it already looks a lot nicer than it did before. You can see some people in the fields right there. So it looks like they're gonna, start growing again. Guys, am I wrong? But, like, that looks like a vehicle, but I don't see horses on it. Horses tied to it. You know what I mean? That's kind of weird. Like, you know what I mean? Like, see, like, I see horses here, but this vehicle it's not connected to the horses. You know what I mean? So, we're going to get to this later, but does the Commonwealth, do you think they have cars? Like actual vehicles mixed with the horses? Or do you think they have just carriages or something? Like, I don't know. I definitely need to see about this, but
Hey, Brian.
Yeah, hold on, Epic. I definitely want to get through more of this trailer. I feel like we're not getting through enough. Okay, so here we have Carol in the woods, and two people here. I could be wrong, but that looks like maybe Tommy. Yumiko's brother. Like, I don't know. I'm confused. Obviously, it's from the back, so it's not easy to tell. But I seriously wonder what's going on here.
Also, one thing I've noticed about Carol is she seems to be sporting the hairdo she had in season 9.
Yeah, Carol has not changed her hair in a couple years. But okay, so here we have Sebastian, and I don't get it. Why is he outside the walls? Is he going with them to Alexandria? Why? Like, I'm confused.
That's what's weird to me. I'm like, why? I'm like, what? I'm like, why are you even gonna have him go to Alexandria. That part makes no sense because one, it never happened in the comics, and two, it makes no sense because he's just a teenager. He's just a
he's
teen.
not
I'm
a
like,
teen.
what?
Oh no, Sebastian's not a teen. I mean, he's a young adult, but it's like, you know what I mean. He's not like a teen. He's not
Whichever the case may be, but still though, it still makes no sense story wise. Like which I said before, if something like that makes no sense for the story, then don't include it in your story. That's why I'm like, well, why add something like that in the trailer or in the story if you know it's not going to make sense?
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see, and then I could properly judge it. But okay, so here we have Lydia. There was Elijah behind her. They're killing some walkers, and see here we have Negan stomping down. He's stabbing something. Not sure what it is. Who it could be, what it could be. Here we have Commonwealth soldiers. They just shoot down a bunch of zombies. So here we have Kelly and Connie, and you can see some Commonwealth soldiers behind them. I'll admit, her new outfit, her new hairdo, and I don't know, does she have more rings than before? More stuff? I don't know.
I don't know. It's kind of weird, bro. And I'm like, what? I'm like, first off, I'm like, okay, you have Yumiko there, you have Kelly there, you have Connie there, you have Magna there. But here's my complaint. I'm like, first off, where is Luke in this Walking Dead Season 11B trailer? I'm like, bro, you bring back Deanna, from the Kingdom, what's left of it at least. But then again, they still don't have the audacity to bring back Luke. I'm like, where is he?
I don't know.
I'm guessing he must be still filming more movies or something.
I'm sorry, but like I said, AMC really should have gotten a better hold on their actors, like, as far as that. Like, I'm sorry, but when actors are about to start filming for The Walking Dead, in their contracts, it should say, hey, listen, you can't film another movie or show at the exact same time as this, because we need you. Like, I don't understand why they can't do that with contracts. And also, I'm sorry, but Kelly, she gets a haircut, but Daryl doesn't. It's just kind of weird.
I know, right? I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, so here we have Ezekiel, and then here is Tommy, and it's kind of funny. He has peacock feathers. And this
me personally, I'm kind of surprised that Ezekiel is still alive.
Same. Honestly, I thought he was going to be a goner years ago.
I mean, but here's the thing. I'm like, okay, if we're going to be killing off characters in The Walking Dead Season 11B, since, we're close to the show's end, why can't you kill off a character like Father Gabriel or Ezekiel or Lydia or Magna, since the show is almost there of being over, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I think we're going to get a couple deaths, but honestly, we should have gotten a lot more. Okay, so here, this is weird. Okay, so here we have Elijah, Maggie, Herschel, and Daryl. Daryl doesn't have his vest. He's got a Commonwealth gun. They're at the hilltop.
Brian, there you go. Daryl got a new look.
Yeah, kind of. Now he just needs that haircut,
Yeah, I just think it would be kind of cool because, I think that season 1 Daryl, the short hair, it was a totally different version of Daryl. If they ever have like this version of Daryl with short hair, I think it would be an interesting take because, it would just, I don't know. After all these years, we have never seen Norman Reedus with short hair ever.
That's true. Mm-hmm. That's true. I want Daryl to get a haircut because it would be a cool callback to season 1, but also it's like the end of The Walking Dead, and he gets his haircut again, like from the first season, and then like his new show, he's got the short hair.
And I can tell by the background that's the Hilltop.
Yeah. You can see the graves in the back. All right, so we're moving forward. Also, is it me or is it weird that Elijah, first off, not only does he survive the Reapers, they just spoil it, but two, he stopped wearing his mask, and he doesn't wear his jacket anymore. And what happened to his cool tomahawk things?
I know it's a martial arts weapon because I was in martial arts and a lot of weird stuff. I don't know what it's called, but I know it's a martial arts weapon.
But why are they changing Elijah?
I don't know. I'm like, bro. I'm like, not to cut nobody off here, not to sound negative, but I'm like, bro. First, all jokes aside, and yes, we have seen. I'm like, first they changed the Reapers at the last minute, and now they're changing Elijah at the last minute. I'm like, bro, why are you doing this with the character of Elijah? I don't understand. I'm like, I kid you not, guys. The last time we saw him, he got kidnapped by the Reapers, and I'm like, okay, where's Elijah? Is he in the cells? What's going on? And but now in the trailer, we see him randomly back at Alexandria with Lydia and the others, and I'm like, wait, how did he even get away if they didn't even show it? I'm like, what? What?
Yeah, Epic.
I'm curious as to why they're at the hilltop in this scene.
I don't know. I thought the Commonwealth was going to help them rebuild. But now I'm thinking like, okay, Daryl has a Commonwealth gun. Herschel's here. Maggie and them, they don't look happy. So does something happen at the Commonwealth where they like certain characters cannot stay there? Like, you know what I mean? Like, does Daryl get in that fight with Commonwealth soldiers and he just they're in trouble, and then Daryl just like they're trying to keep Daryl safe or something? Like what is going on? I don't know.
I'm still shocked they're doing the Hilltop Reborn because they had me fooled. I thought they were just going to leave Hilltop alone, but they fooled all of us, honestly.
They did. I totally agree. Yeah, so Pamela is just like, the sacrifice my father made. We are going to put the world back to how it was. So here we have the Hilltop.
I will say that is one change from the comics. That the comics we never knew about her father.
Oh, I mean her father, but they never mention her father, but also they say Miss Milton, Miss Governor Milton or something. So she doesn't have a husband in the show. So she is a widow. Just thought I'd point that out. And here, right over here, guys, look at that. I don't see any horses tied to these vehicles. Do you guys?
That's weird.
Yeah. Does the Commonwealth have gas?
Yeah, what the heck? I thought gas was gone at this point in the timeline.
Yeah, exactly. I thought so too. But the thing is, a lot of people think the Commonwealth and CRM are connected. Like they trade.
I mean, even if the Commonwealth does have gas, that's how you know that whole thing in Fear the Walking Dead season 5 where Logan's like, oh, gas has gone bad. The gas is going away. And I'm like, but then you watch The Walking Dead season 11, you see the Commonwealth to have gas, and then that's where people are going to be like, Logan, you're so full of shit. I'm not to be rude, but I'm like, really? You say, like, I kid you not. You look at Fear the Walking Dead season 5. This guy just comes out of his car and like, gas is going bad. Everything's going bad. Gas is gonna be gone forever. And the Commonwealth's like, well, we got gas right here. I mean, I'm like, what the hell? I don't know. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I could be wrong, but I feel like this is Pamela's or something. Like, this tent right here looks important. You know what I mean? The white one.
One question I have is, like, why is this camp there?
I don't know. My guess is they want to clear the inside of the hilltop first. So, I don't know. Maybe that's it. But yeah, it's just weird. Honestly, I'm surprised. Why would you want to rebuild the hilltop? I mean, there's nothing really to rebuild. I mean, it used to be just wood, one mansion, and then it's all gone pretty much. But yeah, here we have Carol looking around. She's in the Commonwealth. And then, oh my goodness, here we have Lance in Pamela's office. Like, this is Pamela's office. I just know it is. And look at him, man. He has the blinds closed, the curtains mostly, covering the window, but he has the lights on, okay? That's how you know this guy is evil.
That's a good shot, though. I can't lie. That's a really
Oh
cool shot.
my god! I'm like, really? I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. In the very beginning, we meet Lance. I'm like, okay, he's actually becoming pretty decent. But here's the thing. Now I feel like they're changing Lance to become the comic book counterpart of Lance. I'm like, no, don't be doing that, AMC. I'm like, bro, I'm just starting to like this guy, and you're gonna make him like his comic book counterpart. I'm like, no, don't you dare.
I mean,
I'm gonna rant. I'm gonna be like, what?
I mean, he's a schmuck in the comics, and I think he's a schmuck in the TV series.
Well, I'm guessing you'd blame Angela Kang Walker dead, I guess.
Yeah, that's definitely her fault. Like, I'm like, first off, you changed the Reapers at the last minute. You're doing the same thing with Elijah, and now you're doing it with Lance, when in the beginning it was actually pretty decent. I'm like, really? I'm like, I'm sorry, but am I not the only one noticing these changes? I'm like, what? It's ridiculous. This is my honest opinion, guys. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, what? I'm like, what's next? You're gonna make Maggie the villain? What's next, AMC?
They kind of did, technically. They kind of did, if you think about it.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Now that I'm thinking back on it, yeah, they did make it a villain. I'm like, bro, that's stupid.
Yeah, I feel like Lance is my goodness, like they're like making him the little finger of The Walking Dead. Like he has like these plans, he's trying to manipulate people, and my guess is that he just wants to be the leader of the Commonwealth, you know what I mean? He wants to be the top person. He wants to be Governor Lance or something. So that's what I guess. Okay, so here we have Commonwealth soldiers coming to the hilltop, and you see Maggie and Elijah there. They don't look too happy. You see, okay, oh yeah, over here is Aaron. Right here is Aaron.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah?
I'm sorry, but the Commonwealth armor is still so weird.
I mean, I like how it's comic accurate. I mean, like, I think it's just Kevlar. It's not plastic. Well, it is plastic. But
I'm like, really? You're doing comic book stuff? I mean, don't get me wrong. The Commonwealth is a comic book storyline, but I'm like, really? You're doing all this comic book stuff now when we're towards the very middle of the end of the show? Keep in mind, after The Walking Dead season 11, that's it for The Walking Dead TV show. There's no more.
Yeah, but Brian, do you agree that the Commonwealth armor is still somewhat weird to looking at?
I mean, it's not the weirdest we've seen. I'd rather have weird-looking armor than bad CGI and, you know what I mean? See, the bad CGI is worse.
Oh, you want to talk about bad CGI? How about the Pike scene from season 9? That was horrible CGI.
I thought it was pretty good. Did I miss something?
Whenever they showed the mouths moving and stuff, I just thought it was kind of cheesy a little bit. I mean, like it was just really easy to tell that it was CGI. I thought, you know.
I mean, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was okay. The way they did the CGI and the makeup and the prosthetic heads, that was fine because that pretty much that's all they had to use. That's all they had to work with. So I'm like, okay, that's actually fine because they did the best they could with the stuff they had.
And I'm sorry, that hat on Father Gabriel looks kind of weird to me.
Oh yeah, it looks bad.
It's kind of cheesy. I'm like, he looks like a pilgrim from back in the day, and I'm like, what? Whenever he wears that hat, I kid you not, I'm like, what?
Why? So why are Aaron and Gabriel here? Why are they covered in blood? I mean, they're right outside the hilltop, so I don't know what's going on. This is interesting.
Do you think it's possible that Father Gabriel and Aaron killed like two Reapers at the same time? Do you think it's possible?
No, wait, Reapers? No, I don't
think
the Commonwealth. No, I feel like the Reapers is over with. Like by the time this scene happens, you know what I mean? Like
I don't know about that because if we're talking about like, you know, episode 9 or 10 territory where the Reapers are just about to all die, don't you think it makes more sense for, you know, Father Gabriel or Aaron to kill some of the last Reapers before they all go away?
Oh, I mean, I think Gabriel will kill one Reaper, but the thing is, they might all be dead before Aaron can meet them. But I feel like this is episode 12, and the Reaper stuff will be maybe 10 at most. So, yeah. Okay, so here we have, so at the hilltop, we have Lydia, Elijah. He has his weapon back. That's cool. And then here we have Marco. Oh my goodness, Marco! It's been forever since we've seen his character.
I'm like, I didn't even recognize him at first. I'm like, who are you? That's how much AMC doesn't want their characters to come back. I'm like, really?
And I'm guessing the character's face hidden behind Elijah's other weapon is Diane.
Yeah, it looks like Diane from the Kingdom. It looks like Lydia's upset. Elijah looks kind of upset. It's like maybe they found someone who became a walker, or somebody just died, but I don't know. I don't know who it could be. Maybe it's one of the Whisperers that from 11A. Could be one of the Whisperers that Aaron and Carol found. You know what I mean? Maybe Lydia's seeing them dead or something. Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, Lydia, I do believe she's one of those characters that could die in The Walking Dead season 11, because, like I said before, she didn't do anything in The Walking Dead season 11A. And I'm like, okay, if you're going to start killing off characters, she's one of them to kill off, because without Carl, what is there to Lydia?
That is true.
Hold on, Epic. Okay, so first, here we have the scene again with Negan and his girlfriend? Like seriously, who is this lady? She's around him. Who is this character? Like,
my guess is that it might be just a group of characters that Negan runs into on the road, maybe by himself. Like, this black lady could also be the same group of that other bald lady with the piercings. Who knows? But
go ahead, Epic.
I was going to say, I'm not a fan of how they're introducing so many new characters when we're this close to the end of the show.
Yeah, I feel like the only new characters we should get is like at the Commonwealth or CRM, possibly at the very end. But I think that's it. So here we have walkers, Commonwealth soldier. Looks like one of them might be hurt, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so here we have Mercer covered in blood. Walker blood, I assume.
Hey, Brian.
Yes?
Isn't that like didn't something similar happen to Mercer in the comics where he was covered in blood?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe, but I don't remember the exact issue. But it looks like he's looking at someone. So who could this be he's looking down on? I have no idea.
Maybe it's Sebastian or somebody else. I think it makes sense for it to be Sebastian, because if you think about it, who else is it going to be?
Okay, so here we have, this is cool. We have new Kelly and Connie looks at the Commonwealth. They could be in the hospital or something. It looks like they might be in the hospital. My goodness, Connie looks amazing. Love the new look. Love it. Okay, do you see this, Daryl? Do you see this? Okay, Daryl.
Yeah.
I mean, whoa. I mean, like I said before, and yes, I'm going to say it again. I don't care how many people are going to bring it up. If Daryl was going to get with Connie, it would have been in The Walking Dead season 10. The fact that they waited so long to be doing this whole Daryl and Connie stuff, I'm like, what? You had your chance in The Walking Dead season 10. Why wait until season 11B to do it now? Especially if we know Daryl's going to leave the Commonwealth eventually. So I don't know. It's going to be like, what?
So yeah, Connie, her looks amazing, but Kelly, I'm still not a fan of.
Yeah. Hey guys. Also, I noticed this. They have name tags, so you can see that Connie has a bag, a satchel, but you can see this name tag on her. And you can see this badge that Kelly has too. So Kelly has the same thing. So they're wearing badges for something. So that's interesting to point out.
Personally, I just think Daryl is. I personally think Daryl does no experience with romance. I think he probably is one of those dudes that, even though he's like a big badass, he probably doesn't see any of the hints from the ladies. He probably has no experience. For all we know, he might be a virgin too. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
he was until Leah, I believe.
yeah, he was until Leah. Yeah.
So
this
okay.
scene, Eugene is still waiting for Stephanie, and
Yeah.
it looks like his ice cream cones are empty.
Exactly. So you can see the tables, people are gone. It's later in the day. So, and you can see this woman setting up chairs. So obviously, he waited for Stephanie a good while and she hasn't came yet. I could be wrong, but I can see a bunch of letters. I don't know if that's like a movie theater or something, like, but you guys see those letters? I thought like movie theaters have those, but I don't know. So I guess like the Commonwealth maybe has one. I don't know. Just something I thought I mention. Okay, so yeah, Stephanie is nowhere to be seen. Okay, so this is cool. So here we have Yumiko. Wow, looking really nice. Then we have her brother Tommy.
Kidding. No kidding.
And I'm guessing that's Magna.
Yeah, that is Magna. Because you can see the smile fade. Like, hold on. See right here, you can see Yumiko's smile fade. Like go down as when she sees Magna. And Magna is talking with Rosita about how it's like a city from before, we're outcast, that kind of thing. And I'm sorry, but I need a rant for just a little bit, okay? Like, hear me out on a second. Okay, so yeah, they're in prison or jail, whatever, not sure. There's Princess. Wait, okay, you know what? Let me go back. Okay, so, like, hear me out. You literally don't have to be a waitress. You could be a soldier if you want to. You could stay at Alexandria, Magna. But if you want to stay in the Commonwealth, this is the job they assigned you. And it's not... I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, what job do you want? Like, what I'm trying to say is that, like, if she is saying that, like, oh, this... Like, they're treating us like garbage. Like, this is... I'm assuming this is, like, Magna's first week in the Commonwealth. Like, what? You want to be a leader here? You just got to this new community. Your people, the community, Alexandria Hilltop, you guys are literally being saved, and all you have to do is pull your own weight somehow. That's it. I mean...
I do not... I think that the thing that I would obviously not agree with is that the job you had before is what you worked there. It's like, but I think that's obviously not going to be fair for some people because, you know, if it was Glenn, for example... he would have to be a pizza boy again, you know, or something like that, you know, I don't know, like a food delivery guy, or, you know, Carol, she's obviously going to be a cook, you know, because she's, you know, makes the cookies, you know. And honestly, I got to say, this trailer has a lot of the 5B vibes where they're like situating themselves in a larger community, you know. Carol's probably playing the nice lady like she did in the Kingdom and Alexandria and everything, you know.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
like,
is...
Me personally, like that's one problem I had back in season 9. They should have picked a different actress to be Magna.
I agree. But here's the thing. With Glenn would not be a pizza delivery man or whatever in the Commonwealth because that wouldn't make sense. But Glenn would be a soldier if he was still alive. Like, Magna could literally go into the... she can enlist if she wanted to. Like, the thing is, you can't blame the Commonwealth really in this regard because, like, if you come into this community, you have to do a job. And what was Magna's job before? What was Magna's job at Alexandria? What was she doing?
Being a background character.
Yeah, that's not a job. Like, listen, you are getting invited to live in this community. And right now, you could either be a waitress or a soldier. Those are your only options right now. You could go back to Alexandria if you want and help them rebuild. Whatever, it's your choice. It's not that big of a deal. Like, do you guys have any idea how hard I had to work to get to my job? Like, but I learned to appreciate it because, like, what like, Magna, does she want to go out there and be in danger? Does she want to kill walkers every day? What does she want? Like, maybe... like, if people are disrespecting her, then yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, she should definitely voice her problem with that. But it's like, what you have a job. You are in debt to this community. You have to earn your keep. Like, what do you want? You know?
Hey, Walker.
What's up, Epic?
Do you agree with me that Angela Kang chose a bad actress for Magna in season 9?
I mean,
hot.
I mean, it's not. In my opinion, it's not really the actress's fault. Like I said, it's just the way they're writing the character. I'm like, first off, like I know for a fact that this is. I'm like the way they're treating Magna in the show is nothing like Magna in the comics. So I'm like, well, why write this character like that if you know that's not who she is in the comics? I mean, don't get the actress is great. The actress is doing a great job. It's not the actress though. It's the writing for the character.
I started to not like Magna whenever she was giving Carol crap for searching for Connie. That's when I was like, okay, yeah, she's being just a bitch, honestly.
Dude, language.
But yeah, I just personally, I liked Magna up until what she was doing with Carol because it's just like, well, she's alive. I get what you're trying to say. You want your family to heal, but there's no harm in trying. You know, I feel like it's basically closure. Even if she wasn't alive, it's just closure. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah, go ahead, Epic, and then I have to, I gotta end, just so you guys know, as soon as we finish the rest of the trailer, I do have to leave. But, yeah, go ahead, Epic.
I will say, we've been seeing the princess a lot in this trailer.
We do. And this is something I gotta talk about. So here we have them at the hilltop. We have Commonwealth soldiers aiming their guns at Maggie, and there's Herschel. And then here we have Maggie at the hilltop. She's aiming at somebody. We see this guy behind a Commonwealth soldier who is not one of them. So I don't know what is going on in this scene. Like, it cannot just be something as simple as, hey, we want to help you rebuild your community. And then Maggie's just like, no, I'm not going to let you. I don't trust you guys. It's got to be something involving maybe Daryl. Like I said, does Daryl get in trouble with the Commonwealth? And, you know, they want to arrest him or something. Like what is going on?
Well, like I said, we do see a scene later where Daryl is headbutting a Commonwealth soldier in the head with the butt of his gun. So
exactly. Oh yeah, so here's the part where Rosita, where she's just like, yeah, I kind of know how that is, and it's like, yeah, I'll admit the Commonwealth thing isn't perfect, but literally,
she's talking to.
Yeah. So she's talking to Magna. You know, Magna is cleaning glasses and stuff, and it's like, listen, you guys literally lost your communities. You have been given another chance. Okay, yeah, maybe the job thing is not great, but it's better than the alternative. So, you know,
yep.
Yeah, it's better than watching your kids starve. Like if Rosita is the voice of reason, I'm gonna love her because she has a baby to raise. She needs a job. She needs to provide for herself and her daughter. Like, she needs a safe place for her baby.
Isn't Rosita supposed to become a soldier?
Yeah, Rosita's going to become a soldier. And, you know, that way she's going to be able to secure a place in the Commonwealth. But I feel like
at least in the Commonwealth, her daughter Coco will have a fighting chance to survive and live a normal life and have a normal childhood and grow up to be successful.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what a parent should do. And I feel like Magna's going to get Dwight's comic death. I feel like Magna might try to start something where it's like, oh, after surviving the zombie apocalypse, I'm now a waitress again. It's like, okay, so do you want to go back out there surviving? Like, what do you want? You know,
personally, I really want it to be. I wanted it to be Gabriel because I think that's going to be a death that's going to come towards the end in this final season. I really wanted it to be Gabriel because that's more of a hard feeling death. Magna's not really. Nobody's really going to care too much.
I mean, with Magna, I can understand because they're trying to do something different. But with Father G, I'm like, okay, if you're going to kill Father G, why can't you just have Sebastian kill two characters instead of one? I'm like, okay, if he's going to kill Father Gabriel and someone else, I can't understand that because it's the final season and characters need to die.
So is that Rosita being attacked by the Walker?
Yes. That is Rosita. You can clearly see. I'm not sure who this guy is, but there's a Commonwealth soldier next to him, and you could see that this is in the apartment areas where Ezekiel, Eugene, and Stephanie, fake Stephanie, were killing walkers. So I think what happens is that to become soldiers, the Commonwealth soldiers have to watch how good you are at killing walkers, and then you can be accepted. Look, here we have Daryl. He's in the same house, and he's killing some walkers. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's
so ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. Why does it matter if you're inside the walls on how well you can kill walkers? That's kind of like, why does that matter so much?
Well, they want to see how good you are with killing walkers to, kind of be like, okay, we'll start you with basic training. Because if you're like, because we've seen in The Walking Dead, if a character is hesitating, if they're shaking so many times, like, yeah, maybe a Commonwealth soldier will be like, yeah, you guys aren't ready. So, yeah, we have Daryl, like I said. I would love to see Daryl as a soldier, but he's not.
Me too. I think there can be multiple characters that can become soldiers. I honestly think, like Rosita, I feel like the real reason why she is a soldier is because she actually, like, how like in season 7 she was able to disarm the bombs like on the highway. It's because she actually, I think, was in the Marines.
So is this scene with Carol in the same building where they're fighting the walkers with Daryl and Rosita?
It isn't, because here's why. Because Carol's job, that's not her job to kill walkers. She makes cookies. She's in the bakery. So, and also she has a gun, and Rosita and Daryl did not have guns. Neither did Ezekiel and Eugene and fake Stephanie. So I think that this is a different scene where Carol killing walkers. Okay, so yeah, here we have Maggie. You can see that ladder thing in the background too. So here you have Maggie, and she's going, she has Elijah's hatchet, and she just chops up some Reaper. And then here we have Negan and Maggie in a hallway. And then here we have Carver. So then Negan goes, boom, right in the gut, hitting Carver. So we're going to get some kind of fight. Here we have Daryl in, I don't think it's the dirty house. It looks like a nice house, and he's killing some walkers. And here we have Diane. She is killing a walker or a person. I don't know who it is.
Oh, she's still alive? She's still alive? Okay.
Yeah,
I know, right? I'm like, what?
Yeah, it was kind of weird how Diane just popped up out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah, it's like Scott.
I'm like, what is this? I'm like, what's next? Alden and Luke are gonna pop out of nowhere on a horseback? Like, guys, over here.
Yeah, Alden. Is he just gonna? Did he leave the show or something? What happened to Alden? I hope we'll find out what happened to Alden. Like, are they just gonna forget about him?
I know, right? I'm like, where is he? They think we don't care about characters like Luke and Alden or Cindy. I'm like, first off, yeah, we do care. I'm like, bro, you promoted this guy as a series regular. Like, the actor that plays Alden on the Walking Dead TV show, what was the point of them promoting him to a series regular, like as a main cast member, if they weren't going to do anything with him?
To kill him off. I think it was to kill him off and say, like, yeah, we had a main character death this season. And we'll be like, no, you didn't.
So
I'm like, bro, first off, he's not even a main character yet. I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, he could be a main character. It's just, I'm like, he could be a main character if you give him a chance. I feel like they're not doing, I don't know. In my opinion, I'm like, they're not even doing that. I'm like, bro, what is this?
There's too many characters. There's too many characters. Yeah, go ahead, Epic.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is in the same, like, house or suite that Negan was fighting Carver in.
No, Diane is at Alexandria. So I don't think so. It wouldn't make sense. Here we have some walkers. Ooh, they look gnarly. Okay, so yeah, here we have Eugene. He's looking around. And, okay, so here we have this. I gotta talk about this guy, Stephanie Vega, the fake Stephanie. She is somehow missing. We have all these clues here. And I started reading through these. It turns out another character's missing too. Name Cal, right here, Calhoun. Another character who is missing. So it's not just Stephanie. Like, so I don't know. Maybe Eugene or somebody's realizing that a bunch of characters from the Commonwealth are missing. You know what I mean? Like a bunch of people. And I could be wrong, but I feel like Lance has something to do with it, and it might be CRM connected. And he said that I will make sure everyone knows who you are and what you are. And he's talking to Lance right here. So
I
could
mean,
be
not to
wrong.
cut you off. I'm like, bro, they make it so obvious in the trailers. I'm like, bro, why are you making it so obvious? I'm like, okay, you have Stephanie missing. I'm like, okay, you got like, I don't know, maybe like 10 or 15 people from the Commonwealth missing. And I'm like, okay, I'm like, okay, you're hinting at something Commonwealth, well, not Commonwealth, but CRM related. But here's the problem. When you make it too obvious in your trailers, then people are going to be like, well, why would you show that in the trailer? Why couldn't you wait until the actual episode airs to be like, holy smokes, this guy did what? I don't know.
I wonder if because they're kind of making Lance like a big villain here. I wonder if they're going to make Pamela not so much as a villain as she was kind of in the comic series for a little bit, because Lance wasn't really there too much, after. Well, he was a little bit, but like he wasn't that heavily involved. It's kind of cool they're upgrading his character to be more involved, but I wonder what they're going to do with Pamela now that Lance is,
So
I'm
I'm
sure.
guessing the fact that Stephanie is missing, that's why she never showed up to Eugene's table with the ice cream.
Exactly. Now, guys, I could be wrong, but I think that Lance secretly sells people to the CRM. And Stephanie is one of them. You know what I mean?
it'd be awesome.
Just like Jadis, I think that Lance has a secret deal with Jadis or somebody and gives them test subjects.
That could be a reason why they haven't attacked, because it didn't Skimple admit that they do know each other exist. So
yeah,
that could be a way of how the CRM doesn't attack. That could be their deal.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if they would fight, but yeah, I'm putting my money on Eugene. For winning, if these two were to fight right now, my money's on Eugene.
If Eugene was gonna up his game and be full-fledged Abraham in that moment, I believe a lot of people are gonna be like, holy yes! Let's go!
Okay.
So here we have Mercer, and oh my goodness, he just kills this walker, pretty brutally. And then, okay, so yeah, I thought there were bars, but Aaron just comes out of the window into the basement when it's flooding. And then, I don't know, it's like he comes in like a superhero, and then just boom. It's like a superhero, what?
Was that a walker, or was that a living person?
Oh, this is the same basement that Judith and Gracie are in.
Oh.
Yeah. So there we have Maggie, Elijah, Diane. They're running in the slow motion at, some zombies. Okay, so here, right here, we have Daryl. He ducks, a bullet hits this is it looks like a school bus, and he has a Commonwealth gun, and...
that's what I said. This is from earlier in the trailer when they were entering that, scrapyard area. This is the same area.
So Aaron, Gabriel, and Daryl, they go to a trash yard, and they get attacked by Commonwealth soldiers. Why? Is Lance trying to sell them to the CRM? What's going on? Is he trying to sell them?
If that's the case, in my opinion, that's kind of messed up, because then Daryl and Father Gabriel and Aaron are going to be like, well, we can't trust these people because now these people are doing something slick. Which, in my opinion, they're probably going to be like, no, screw this. Because these people there's something going on here. These people are selling other people to God knows where, and of course they're going to be at that point. They're going to be like, well, we can't. Now we got to get everybody we know on Commonwealth out of there, because now we can't. Now they're probably going to come to the point later on in the season where now we can't trust these people because some of them try to jump us.
Yeah. So here we have Rosita.
Whoever that person is are in a house that is swarmed with walkers.
This is Rosita. Yeah, this is Rosita. Here we have Carol, and she's fighting somebody, not sure who. Okay, so here we have the scene epic. We have Maggie running through a herd, shoving walkers. She's not wearing her mask. She's not getting bit. Kind of weird, but you can see the fireworks go behind her. So I guess they're gonna that's gonna explain how she survives. But I'm so weirded out because I'm like, wait a minute, Negan and Maggie were in an open square. There were like barely any walkers around them. Now all of a sudden there's all these walkers, and I don't know. It's a little weird. You know what I mean? Like if you watch the mid-season finale and then this scene, it might be like
Plot holes.
Yeah.
Holes again, and I'm like, bro, this is so stupid. I mean, I'm like, bro, whenever I do plot holes, at least with me in my Walking Dead reboot series, I link those plot holes together. I don't leave it all open for interpretation. With me, when it comes to plot holes, I link them together. I'm like,
to this day, the biggest plot hole I think is whenever they took the armor on, they put the armor on, they didn't even show how the armor even got on and stuff like that. That was funny.
That was bad.
Was that next scene Daryl fighting Carver?
The thing is, this is not Carver. It's a different Reaper. Yeah, and what? Like, wait a minute, this random Reaper just kicks Daryl? What? Are you serious? Like, you have children blocks over here, and you get Daryl who gets kicked down by this random guy. Like, okay. You have the Aaron in the water. Oh my goodness, Maggie. My goodness, she looks terrible. I have no idea what this scene is. Here we have Aaron shooting the Commonwealth gun. So yeah, like I said, the Commonwealth soldiers are trying to kill him for some reason, and we don't know why. And then Lance says, we're going to remake the world. And then boom, you have a walker get shot right in the head. And then, you know, as its head explodes, you see, you know, The Walking Dead final season part 2 out of 3. So yeah, that's it, guys.
Have you guys seen the new poster?
Okay, stop sharing.
I've seen it. I'm not gonna lie, I have seen it, and it does look okay. It's not bad by any means. It just looks okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. So yeah, guys. Last couple questions, and then I really have to go. That's it for the trailer.
Brian, I have three last questions for you, because I know you have to leave. My first final question being, pretty soon will you start streaming, like do like a stream talking about the double mid-season finale of my Walking Dead reboot series?
I'm definitely going to I'm definitely going to talk about the final of the season. I'm definitely going to do a stream about that. When you finish season 2.
Yeah, because expect the double season 2 finale of my Walking Dead reboot series to come out at the same night. So yeah, there's that.
Okay, guys. Last couple questions, and then I really have to go. Yapik?
So, do you have any hype or excitement for the second half?
I do. Yeah, I have a good amount of hype. I want to see how it ends, and I want to see what to do with the Commonwealth, similar to the comics, but also different. So I will say I'm definitely hoping. I think it could be better than the first half. I really hope it does, because 11A was just really bad.
Yeah. I mean, my second final question for you, Brian, is: do you, in the Walking Dead season 11B, do you feel like characters like Father Gabriel, Ezekiel, Lydia, Magna, do you think those characters are goners for sure?
Gabriel, yes. Magna, yes. Who else?
Ezekiel and Lydia.
Lydia, no. Ezekiel, yes.
The reason I say Lydia is because they're not doing anything with her character, and like I said before, without Carl, she's a nobody. So that's why I see the show killing her off.
I really hope they don't have it to where Ezekiel dies. Like Ezekiel dies in the time skip, or if they ever do the time skip at the very end of the show. I imagine if they have Ezekiel survive at the very end and he's about to die, and then they have him die during the time skip. We don't even see how he dies. That would be kind of weak.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian.
All right, Epic. Last question, and I have to go.
So after this second half finishes, then we're going to be getting Fear season 7B.
Yeah, I am not excited at all.
Yeah, my last question for you, Brian, because I know you have to go. My last question is: do you feel like Maggie could die in The Walking Dead season 11C when it airs?
I would say 20% chance of it happening, but I don't see it. I feel like they're gonna give her comic story because I feel like
I mean,
there's not many characters.
Like, not to cut you off, but I just don't. I don't. Like I said before, I don't see them giving her comic book ending because one, she abandoned her own people, put her son in jeopardy, and left out saying goodbye. Basically, came back out of the blue. And plus, she tried to kill Negan twice when she came back, and I'm like, bro, and then she talks about rebuilding a hilltop without it. And I'm like, bro, you don't even deserve to be the leader of Hilltop again.
Yeah. All right, guys.
That's why she doesn't deserve it.
Yeah. All right, guys. I have to go now, but thank you guys so much for the chat. This was a lot of fun. I mean it. Absolutely. All right, guys. I'm gonna rewatch the trailer a couple more times because it was really good. And 1 month to go, less than a month for me because I have AMC Plus. So I'm only gonna use it for the main show. For Fear, I couldn't care less. So yeah.
I mean, aren't you gonna at least watch Madison's return episode? Because I feel like Madison's return episode will probably be episode 1. What do you think?
If Alicia's in the episode, I'll watch it. But yeah. If Alicia's not in Fear anymore, I'm done.
I mean, like I said before, and yes, I'm going to say it again. Guys, Madison coming back doesn't mean the show is going to get better because the writing is terrible. And plus, Alicia Carey is going to be on a new show coming this year called The Last Flowers of Alice Hart. And she's going to be the main character of that show. So please keep that in mind because a lot of people tend to forget that when, meanwhile, we have Alicia Carey who's been casted on another show, and then Epic was telling me Coleman Domingo is on another show, so yikes.
All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream right now. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.
Right.
Take care. Bye.
You too. Peace.
Time to end